Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. If you like Chardonnay, but you want to branch out without losing that sense of richness and generosity, try Viognier. Chardonnay is one of the most familiar white wines in the world. People know it, restaurants always have it. It's often the white wine people order when they want something reliable, smooth, and versatile. Depending on the style, Chardonnay can be crisp and mineral-driven or rounder and more textured with flavors like apple, citrus, vanilla, or baked fruit. But what if you really enjoy is a white wine with a presence, softness, and a little fullness on the palate? Viognier is the great next move. Viognier is a white grape that often gives you a more aromatic and expressive experience than Chardonnay. It tends to show flavors and aromas like peach, apricot, honeysuckle, citrus blossom, and sometimes a little spice. It can feel rich and rounded, but usually brings out that richness through fruit and texture rather than oak. That's an important distinction. For someone who likes Chardonnay, Viognier can feel similar in body, but different in personality. It's not sharp like some white wines can be. It's not overly lean. It usually feels generous and welcoming, but it also introduces a more floral, fruit-forward profile that can make white wine feel more interesting without making it feel difficult. Socially, Viognier is useful because it's a strong recommendation when Chardonnay feels too expected. Maybe you're ordering at a restaurant and want a white that still feels substantial, but you don't want to default to the most obvious choice. Maybe you're bringing a bottle to dinner and you want something that feels thoughtful and a little elevated. Maybe you're talking wine with friends and you want to suggest something approachable that still sounds like you know your way around a list. That's where Viognier shines. It works especially well with roasted chicken, pork, creamy sauces, mildly spiced dishes, and meals where you want a white that does not disappear next to the food. It also fits social occasions where you want a white wine that feels a little more distinctive. It has enough richness for people who like fuller-bodied whites, but enough freshness to keep things lively. One of the reasons Viognier is such a smart try this next wine is that it lets people explore style instead of just grape names. If someone says they like Chardonnay, what they often mean is not just that they like Chardonnay as a grape. They mean they like the white wines that feel rounded, satisfying, and substantial. Once you understand that, it becomes easier to make better recommendations. And that's a big confidence move in wine. You stop thinking only in terms of labels and start thinking in terms of what experience someone actually wants. Chardonnay and Viognier are different grapes, but they can appeal to the same drinker for similar reasons. And that makes Viognier a great bottle to know. A memorable thing about Viognier is that it often surprises people. Many expect an aromatic white wine to be light or delicate, but Viognier can have a real texture and weight. It's one of those wines that feels expressive right away, which can make it especially enjoyable in social settings where people are noticing what's in the glass. So next time you're tempted to order Chardonnay because you want a fuller white and don't want to overthink it, consider Viognier instead. You might find that it gives you the same sense of comfort, but with a little more personality and a little more conversation value. So here's your takeaway for today. If you like Chardonnay, try Viognier. And when you want a white that feels rich, floral, generous, and just a little less predictable, it's an easy way to stretch your palate without leaving your comfort zone. So that's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for your next decant.